It is out there. There's a force of people that just like control everything, and money doesn't mean a damn thing. Like there's no price to what they do. There's no value. Don't believe what Obama's doing. Don't believe like what you see in the media. The media is like, you know.
Yeah, it's an illusion. At the end of the day, it's about power and control.
Yeah.
You know, they control the world. You know what I'm saying? It's already there. It's just a matter of, like, you know, people wanting to be aware of it, make a game out of it, do whatever. It's just, you know, people want to know what's going on. We're in the age of knowledge right now. It's all about trying to figure out what's what.
What else, Lupe? They know that, you know, we don't read. Not just black people, but
we.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah. This section of, like, the world where people just don't give a fuck about what's going on. They just depend on the news. They don't read. So all these losers out here at home playing video games, playing Call of Duty, wake the fuck up, you idiot. The way they got it is perfect. You know, the negativity's out there, the money's being made, rappers are killing each other, rappers are beefing with each other.
Rappers are going to jail.
Yeah, almost all the rappers are going to jail. I'm not going to fucking talk about it because I don't want both of us to leave here like... Ignorance is bliss.
Yes, I feel the end is close. The same thing happened eons ago. To know exactly, you have to read up some more. Every day, technology speeds up some more. We all the souls, yes, we have been chosen. Some roll with angels and demons and ghosts. But shh, hold up, Bob, don't go there. You know that they watching, the all-seeing stare, but they can't stop me, I'm already there. And y'all ain't seen shit, but you're already scared, I'm gone. High like fructose, you wanna know the truth, really you don't. It'll blow you out your mind like a UFO. I'm basically a resident of Pluto, you know.
Massive fish and bird kills in Arkansas. Up to 5,000 blackbirds just fell from the sky in the town of Beebe. This happened just before midnight on New Year's Eve.
No, he told me 500 birds fell off the sky in Arkansas. 5,000.
And then tonight, we're learning that some 100,000 fish have washed up on the shores of the Arkansas River.
2 million fish in the Chesapeake, called spots, are dead south of the Bay Bridge.
1 million fish in Chesapeake Bay.
He's just testing boyheads, man.
40,000 devil crabs. Unsolved mystery.
Now hundreds more have fallen from the sky in Louisiana.
800 birds died in Italy, too.
Could it be coincidence?
Folks in Yankton, South Dakota thought they were being added to the list after hundreds of dead birds were found there yesterday. Turns out this unpleasant feather discovery has a solid explanation. They were poisoned.
Someone thought the 200 starlings found dead in Yankton's Riverside Park had froze to death, but they were actually poisoned on purpose by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Police say they received a phone call from the USDA official who said the birds had been poisoned, but say there is no toxic concern for people or animals.
What caused the death of 200 cows in Portage County? The cattle were discovered on a farm field on 4th Street in Amherst.
300 cattle died in Wisconsin today.
Oh, yeah?
Today? Yeah.
Tell you, it's over. Let's go to the bed, get it off. Have a ball, it's over.
The Portage County Sheriff's Department says the animals died of a virus that causes respiratory and reproductive problems.
Yeah, it was a farm.
Is we eating this stuff that's dying? Like, what's it's over. Eat whatever you want. Get you a pork chop. So I know cattle is mammals, though. We some mammals and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what a bird is. I don't know about the reptile, amphibian, or none of that shit. But we some mammals, and them niggas is mammals. So once we start getting to the mammal family and all that shit, watch it.
7,000 dead buffalo in Vietnam. What is happening? It's a very good question.
All at the same time? Yeah.
Yeah, all in the last 2 weeks.
Research to make your own mind up. Poisoned on purpose by the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
There's like hundreds of birds here, hundreds of them. It's like a cloud of birds, check it out. Tons of them, and they're just going nuts. Now they're laying chemtrails, big one. There's one flying right now. Oh my God, there's another one right there.
Chemtrails. When I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time, and so, oh, that's cool. A jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And the next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why. Okay, and and you really didn't know why.
The sponsors of the... Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Monday edition of the Power Hour.
Subject is going to be the purpose of chemtrail aerosol. A.C. Griffith was associated with the National Security Agency, and in more recent times he was associated with the Central Intelligence Agency operation. He is with us today, and we want to say thank you very much, A.C. Griffith, for joining us.
It is very secretive. It is the most secretive thing I have ever encountered. People have died over this. My country is being destroyed right in front of my eyes, and the people are being hurt. And that's why I consented to be on your radio program today. I know you will remember that you've asked me many times to do this, and I've been very reluctant. But it's time. It's time to speak out and go public with these things.
And you do this, I think, with a considerable amount of risk to your own life, do you not?
Yes, that's right.
So there are people who have lost their lives, people who are now in prison as a result of divulging this information.
The nature and how things operate and how agencies operate, that's something that most people have no clue about, and they wouldn't believe it if you told them. So it's a very complicated thing. You must know the people. You must know what they're capable of. You must know their operation, their intent. You must realize that you're dealing with people with no faces that haven't been elected. You don't know who they are. You don't know what they're putting in those aircraft. It is an attack on North American weather. The weather is being manipulated. Hurricane that slammed into New Orleans was guided in.
They turned my city into a swimming pool. While America drank your blood, it ain't no hurricane, it ain't no flood. There's some other shit that we ain't know of.
The American people are totally out of the loop. Their reality is based on their life experience. You see, the way you judge things and the way you process things, your opinions are based on your own life experience. Most people haven't had these experiences. We are in a desperate time, and people are oblivious to it.
This phenomena of chemtrails. We live in a place now that feels just about like a plantation. We're all indentured servants. You know, when I found out there were 8 presidents before George Washington, I wanted to smack somebody. You know, I wanted to know why I was taught otherwise. Prophecy is what we all have to go by now.
To America. I gotta go get ready for the bomb. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. America, you better watch out. You're the one. Keep worshiping towers while the clock keeps handing y'all hours. But pucker up because the truth gets sour. I gotta go get ready for the bomb. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Better watch out.
We've heard reports of secondary explosions after the aircraft impacted, whether in fact there wasn't something else at the base of the towers that in fact were the coup de grace to bring them to the ground.
When you're down there, Dan, you hear smaller secondary explosions going off every 15 or 20 minutes. And so it is an extremely dangerous place to be.
He is a 9/11 survivor, the last person out of the World Trade Center North Tower. Well, on September 11th, William Rodriguez saved an estimated hundreds of people from the World Trade Center after putting his own life on the line.
I was a janitor. Like I said, on that day, there was an explosion on the basement, and this is prior to the building got hit by the plane. And then the plane hit, and then there was a series of explosions afterward.
The United States government has obviously been lying to us about the events of that day. What we see are exploding buildings, not buildings that collapsed. The U.S. government still has yet to tell us what initiated these collapses. Well, what we see from these photos are buildings that are literally turning to dust, and the only way that happens is through explosives. This is facts are corroborated by the hundreds of first responders and survivors and even victims that day that said they heard explosions, as well as the forensic evidence of the case, which has found explosives in the debris of the World Trade Center, as well as the chemical signatures of such a type of reaction. A very different story being told by these pictures than what America has heard so far about the murder of my uncle and 3,000 other innocents on that day.
Begging America to take off the blinders. Understand that you've been lied to and manipulated.